I run a logistics startup that's centered around utilizing data. I actually started Thumeza because I wanted to actually get some medicine to my grandmother, just in a village, who lives in a village just a couple of kilometers away, right? And doing a lot of research into how I could get those posts, I realized that the bus system was the only way, just buses. Meaning that all the other logistics companies that were available, that you think are available, are actually quite restrictive. If you really think about it, there are certain places that they won't go, certain roads that they won't handle. And you, as an individual customer, are actually at a disadvantage. So I started looking at what problems were also being faced by people within the same community. So to say, if I'm struggling to just get one pack of painkillers to my grandmother, what about someone who owns a store in that particular community? How are they moving their 10,000 kgs of maize? If it's just the bus system that's moving, how are they moving their asbestos and all those other things? So I then started running on that and trying to solve the problems, just not the problems, just moving your goods from point A to B, and eventually I ended up at where we are now. I'm using data to optimize decision making in order to solve inefficiencies that are taking place within the logistics ecosystem. So what this means in layman terms is that what we realize is that it's not about getting a truck to move goods from point A to point B, right? It's providing the knowledge behind that entire system to say, do you know if that truck is available to move your goods from point A to B? And if it's available, what exactly does that particular trucker expect? Because you need to lay a foundation for the relationship to take place between you and that trucker. Well, I'm not going to lie and say that this is working in the park. Hey, that's a lie. You get a lot of questions like, oh, is that your father's company? Or, my favorite, is that your husband's company? I'm like, maybe, yeah, there are a lot of, there's a serious, the patriarchy has got a huge hold on the logistics industry. It's not the most easy to infiltrate regardless of gender, but I feel as a female, there are a lot of things that are a bit harder to get access to. Things like data. This industry is notoriously secretive. People don't want to let you know how much they just charge. You say, hey, I'm requesting for a quote. It's like, why do you need the quote? You're like, because I want to move my goods. Why would I be requesting for a quote for you? It's a lot of paranoia. I don't know what people are hiding, but my agenda is not exactly happening. But I'm happy to say that there are a lot of forward-thinking people within the industry. So it's myself, my second in command is Webster. Wonderful gentleman, he's 27 years old, he's a firecracker, currently firefighting things out there. So he's a guy that deals with a lot of the day-to-day operations, logistics-wise, making sure that trackers are where they're supposed to be, making sure that the data that we're getting is getting to the second person that I'm going to mention now, Terry. Terry is our data engineer. So realize that, sure, we're saying that we're a data-centric company, but you don't even have anyone that tells you what exactly does your data mean. I see Thumeza being at the epicenter of the logistics ecosystem in Africa, providing the data that actually powers the decision that is made. So how did this purse that I'm carrying get to Zimbabwe? I bought it in Edgar's, but what exactly constituted its movement from, and I presume this was leather once, to actually ending up at, Edgar's 5 Street, Bulawayo. There were a lot of logistical steps that took place there, right? But the decision making that enabled this entire ecosystem, I bet it was not the most efficient. So I foresee myself having the data that allows small owner-operators, Mr. Dube owns a fleet of 3 vehicles, or other large companies such as, corporate XYZ, who's got a fleet of maybe 20, 200 vehicles, to actually get the knowledge from us to say, okay, these are the loads that are available to go from here to there. Instead of you now having to spend all that money on marketing and, saying I'm the best or whatever, just get the loads from us, get your money and move on with life. So what this would look like is, let's say you see a 30-ton truck on the road, just get onto the Thumeza site, maybe this from us on an administration basis, put the number plate in the database, and boom, you see number plate ADM. This truck is coming from Mozambique. It's currently on its way to Maputo. It's carrying 10,000 bags of cell phones insured by insurance from XYZ. Client is client ABC, delivery code ABC. See, you don't even need to know who that person is, but the load is being what? Facilitated by Thumeza. So that's my vision.